Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Rita from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and today I'm answering your questions. And today's questions are all about a cancer-fighting diet, what foods to eat and what foods to avoid. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm answering your questions. And if you say, Annette, I want you to answer my question, then please join us in our private Facebook group, Biblical Nutrition Academy. And when you enter, we're going to say, what question do you have? And some of the questions we'll answer right there in the Academy Facebook page, and other questions we'll post here on YouTube. But your question's important, and I do try to get to all of them. So today we're answering these questions. Now, there's a second reason why I love doing these Q&A videos, and that is at the end of this video, I'm going to give away a free product. I always offer a product that I am personally using and I already love. And I want to make sure if you want it, you can get it for free. If you would like to get a free product from me, free shipping, all of that, then leave a review of one of my books on either Amazon or our website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com. Any one of my books, if you leave a review, you'll get entered in to win a free product. And today I'm giving away the free protein, the GBX protein powder. It's all about rebuilding the healthy microbiome, but it's got to have good flavor, and it's got to have good quality protein, and it's got to be clean. And you know what I mean by that. And this checks all the boxes. This is what I have one time, sometimes twice a day, and it just satisfies me. And that's important because we teach Hunger and Satisfied in many of our courses. And I hope you've checked out our Biblical Nutrition Academy website. Okay, so don't forget to wait to the end of this video, see if you're today's winner, and don't forget to go to either Amazon or my website and leave a review of one of my books, and then you get entered into the drawing. I hope you subscribe to this channel so you and I can stay connected as part of the Biblical Nutritionist family. Let's get started answering your questions. First question says, I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts on what to eat to remain healthy and cancer-free from non-hodgkins lymphoma, also to detox from chemotherapy. This was submitted by Rita. Well, Rita, food can be healing or food can be poison. God always has a plan for us to live in complete abundance of health and vitality, since his desire is for us to be dancing and singing and longing his presence. Yet the enemy is also well aware of the value of God-designed foods. When you think back to the main food challenge in our day and time, we're looking at milk and wheat. From this, we were scared into believing that we would just die if we consumed raw milk. It would be hazardous to our health. Therefore, we needed a laboratory-changed white liquid that's ultra pasteurized for us to survive. Well, that's hogwash. I don't know if you use that term, but. And so wheat is another one. Thanks to the misinterpretations of wheat, everyone has been again scared into believing that it's the grain of death. Now I could go on about water and the amount of chemicals that are added to our water supply to remove some of the deadly poisons, yet other things are added into our water to be an additive for what the government thinks is something that we need. Okay, again, it's all about control of our food, control of our water. And so what we need to do is realize, you know what God gave us? He gave us natural milks, he gave us natural grains, he gave us natural waters. We just need to find them in the best resource. In one of my textbooks many years ago, it read this: over the years, scientists have taken those foods, my words, God-designed foods, and then deconstructed them and then reconstructed them in an effort to improve that we may someday be able to design foods that meet the exact health needs of each individual. End of quote. The food industry is moving too fast for either scientists or the FDA to keep up. Now, I say all this to answer your question. The food to consume for both detoxing the side effects of chemo and radiation needs to be high fiber foods that God called good in the beginning, and then eating up to 7 to 9 cups of vegetables per day. Yes. And 2 to 3 fruits, raw fruits, or you can juice them. Now, if you choose to eat meat, it must be from a trusted farmer who raised the animal. That may be hard, but never discount what God's able to teach you. whole grains. There are many sources to get unsprayed grains that you can mill yourself. And I have a blog with those resources, so check that out below. Seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds are utmost important to get healthy fats into our diet and the healthy fiber. So let food be a constant reminder of the one true living God who heals and provides for that healing. Thanks for asking. A question was submitted: would decaf green tea work to fight breast cancer? I love this question because you're being proactive, and that means you have a better chance of surviving what's going on in our world. So green tea has many studies to prove its anti-cancer effect. It has many nutrients in it. It's not just one nutrient. There's many nutrients in green tea that give us that healing effect. And I have several videos on the topic of angiogenesis. Well, green tea actually inhibits this angiogenic growth to supply a tumor when that tumor is in need of more oxygen and more nourishment. Well, green tea says, no, I'm not going to give you that supply line. Therefore, the tumor dies and it's not able to metastasize. The best tea to drink, according to Dr. Tony Jimenez, is organic. Okay, I say the same thing. No exceptions. It has to be organic. And then one of the most important ingredients is that it can be decaffeinated. It's okay if it's decaffeinated. You're still going to get the EGCG effect from that anti-tumor effect, even though it's decaffeinated. So if you're saying, hey, I just don't want to have any caffeine in my body, I totally understand. I have really cut back on my caffeine greatly, and yet I still want to be healthy. So the caffeine is not the effect that you're looking for. There's nothing wrong with caffeine if you're able to metabolize it, but if you're not and you're saying, hey, I want to go caffeine free, you still can get the cancer fighting effects from green tea. Perfect question. Thanks for asking. A question was submitted and it says, thanks for sharing this video about 2 fruits that fight cancer. Can a pregnant woman drink this? I'm not on any serious medication, just folic acid. And now she's referring, like I said, to the video, 2 fruits that fight cancer. And this was submitted by Shamitha. First of all, I need to say, Shamitha, I'm not a physician and I'm definitely, as you know, I'm not your caregiver. And so you always need to consult with your caregiver as to whether or not you should do any type of regimen. And just check with them, see if it's okay, and then decide between you and your doctor. We use this even with my grandchildren. It's 1 tablespoon per day, whether it's a young person or an older person. And I want to answer your question, but I can't answer your question. So check with your doctor, and then also just seek the Lord. The Lord is our almighty healer. He's our Jehovah Rapha. And see what peace he gives you. But first of all, check with your doctor. Thanks for asking this question. A question was submitted: if you're already fighting cancer, isn't the glucose in the fruit feeding the cancer? Now this is referring to the video, 2 fruits that fight cancer. This is submitted by Christina. Now realize we're actually using the extracts from the peeling and not the bulk of the fruit, which is where the fructose is. But also consider that we have a loving God, the one true God, and he's not going to create and have us share foods that are toxic to the body when the body's in its greatest time of need. Now, when sugar is extracted from foods and sugar cane or beets, it's then isolated and it can be consumed in great quantity, more so than the body is intended to be able to handle and metabolize efficiently. Then we have glucose spikes, then we have, an excess. But when we eat fruit, now we're just going to talk about the real fruit, the whole fruit, we not only get fructose, but we get phytonutrients, and that are God designed, and they're designed for healing. Now think about this. The one true God would not create something that's going to cause harm. And also remember that video is about the extracts of the skin. So totally different subjects there. But yet, let me finish with this. The Bible starts with trees in the garden, with food for healing. Look at Genesis 1:29. And it ends in Revelation with a garden with trees for healing. So in Revelation 22:2, it says, on either side of the river was the tree of life, bearing 12 kinds of fruit, yielding its fruit every month, and the leaves were of the tree were for healing of the nations. He starts us in the garden, he ends us in the garden, and that is where he wants to be with us. And so think about that. Every time you are in a quandary about what to eat and what not to eat, ask yourself, did God create this food that I'm consumed about and concerned about? If he did, how do I eat it in the most natural way? And that's what we teach over and over, especially in the Treasures of Healthy Living Bible study. The 3 principles. Is it a food God called good? Especially, we just went over that. Genesis 1:29, Revelation 22:2. Are we eating it as close to the way he designed it? Well, he's the Jehovah Rapha. He's our almighty healer. So he knows what he gave us to supply our every need, even in times of healing. And then principle number 3 is don't let any food or any substance become a god. In other words, can you walk away from that? All right. Thanks for letting me share this with you. Okay, it's time for our winner today. I love giving away prizes. And so today we are giving away the GBX protein. I already told you, it has a healing effect in the gut-brain axis. So it's a protein that is going to give you what you need so that you can create a microbiome that's going to have a healing effect. I'm not saying the protein powder heals. That would be against FDA guidelines. I'm just saying I like the flavor, I like the ingredients, and let's see what God does with it in your body. Today's winner is Elizabeth Neves. Elizabeth, please send an email to info@thebiblicalnutritionist.com and in the subject line say winner 127. You have 60 days from the posting of this video to contact our office to get this product shipped out to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and for the rest of you, go to our website or to Amazon, leave a review of one of my books, and we will put you into the drawing for a free gift. And it's always my pleasure and my honor to share with you God's recipe for excellent health. And remember, the one true ingredient is God loves you. Being confident in that love and understanding that he's with you, he desires a relationship with you that is real and personal because he's the one true God. Thanks for watching.